Good morning. It's Labor Day. I always confuse Memorial Day and Labor Day. Don't tell anybody. But I think it's Labor Day. And this is here if you need it. I'm on day 7 of a straight water fast. It's crazy. It is. I feel like days 3 to 5 were like super crystal clear and really sharp, and I feel like this the end of last one and the beginning of this one, I'm like, all right, like, feels like this might be it. But I think I'm going 7 days, so I'll eat tomorrow. But it's been good. It's been definitely necessary. I think the thing that I woke up pondering, or as I sit here, is this idea of authority. The authority we have within ourselves. I think I'm very guilty of kind of allowing the ego to be the dominant narrative, where it's this sort of like going against the current, where if you feel like even within yourself catching it, you're like, oh, but it's hard to spin it positively. It's hard to make it feel better. Like that actually feels like there's resistance there. And I feel like, and this is a part of the fast that has really helped me, is this deeper inner voice being able to like actually kind of put the foot down and be like, no, this is like, it's authority. It's personal authority. It's your ability to kind of override the usual dynamic and kind of from, you call it your higher self, whatever, be like, no, like, hey, enough of that. We're done. This is what we're doing. This is how we feel. We're not going back there. And I feel like through time, that voice of authority then inhibits your everyday, and the beginning and first real kind of foot downs you do, where you're like, hey, no, like, I've decided this is how it is. I feel like the more slow, it's slow because it's only a couple at first, but when you start actualizing that and meaning it and seeing it show up physically for you, that is what codes it, and that's what let your nervous system trust that as like kind of the kind of who we should be listening to. So yeah, I think today for me is just kind of cultivating that inner authority. And when you notice those ruts and those familiar loops, when you recognize it, to try to come from a higher place within yourself is like, hey, nope, we know better than that. And meaning it. And I kind of relate a lot of this to the way certain like alchemists or authors talk about just the will, like willing something through. I think that we focus so much on the ability to will an idea or a product or something into existence, but the capacity to will ourselves into right thought is inner authority. So do with that what you want, but that was something I was thinking about this morning. It's funny, I woke up this morning and I did all this fasting as kind of like ceremonious to myself, like, hey, nah, we want to leave those old loops, those whole ideas in the past, and we want to, rewire ourselves. And it's funny because I woke up this morning and I felt like old patterns kind of existing, old worries, things like that. And I was just like, yeah, I don't know. And that's why I'm talking about this inner authority, because I feel like with a little bit of this clarity, it was much easier for me to notice that and just be like, nah, you gotta go. So just, and it's not a forcing thing. It's not like you're not doing it out of like anger or whatever. I think you're doing it out of greater responsibility. It's not attacking your thoughts as if like, no, like this is not how we think now. It's like I said, when I say authority, I feel like it's responsibility. It's telling yourself like, hey, we know that this is the right way. We like tell me right now it's not. And I feel like at your core, you respond to that. It's like we have to nurture ourselves. We have to parent ourselves in these ways, because once again, if you think of those patterns, it's just like that's a child. That's a baby. And you gotta look at it, and it's not like it's just like, hey, no, like I'm the responsible one here. I have to right the ship. I have to make sure what protocol we're on. And so, yeah, it was just something I was thinking about. Take it if it resonates. That's all I got. Let's have a good one.